Hello, good people. My name is Veronique Renard, speaking to you from my home in Cambodia. Currently, I am in between Zen gardens, but meanwhile, I would like to tell you a little bit more about myself in the next few videos until I start developing new Kikiyaya Zen gardens later this year. Okay, so I was born in the Netherlands to a business family. I have a very French name, but I am 100% Dutch. And so are my parents and my grandparents. But before them, there was a lot of French and German blue blood in my family. I used to work in an office as an office manager. And in my free time, I would spend a lot of time at my rowing club as a rower, but also as a rowing coach and a coxswain for the Gentlemen's Aid. In 1999, I had a bad fall in my living room and I broke my arm. It was the end of my rowing competition rowing career as a lightweight single sculls rower, as I was already 34. Shortly after that, I got fired from my job by a man. I don't really know why I was fired, but I think it had to do with my being a independent, strong, capable, smart, creative, good-looking, confident, intelligent, ambitious power woman. Many men in business life feel threatened by that. Unfortunately, without a job and without my rowing, I sank into a deep depression quite quickly. At the end of 1999, I was on antidepressant medication and I was also put on suicide alert as I had lost my desire to live. Around Christmas time, 1999, I was alone at home watching TV and I saw a program about the Dalai Lama, who lives in exile in India, in a small town called Dharamsala, on top of a mountain in the Himalayas. The program was about his mission to teach people about how to get happy. So a few weeks later, I decided to travel to India to find a cure to my depression and to learn how to develop a new desire to live. So I started my journey in New Delhi, and then I traveled on to Shimla and Manali in the Himalayas. And after a few weeks, I reached Dharamsala, a small town, 2,000 meters high up in the sky, on top of a mountain. Of course, I was hoping that I would see the Dalai Lama personally and be able to listen to his teachings and learn from him how to get happy again. I did meet him at a public audience. We even shook hands. And a few weeks later, I met the 15-year-old Karmapa Lama, who had just fled to India from Tibet a few weeks before. Something happened to me during that meeting with the Karmapa Lama. I not only got rid of my depression rather quickly and I stopped using Prozac, I suddenly felt an enormous burst of energy. I lost all my insecurities. I lost my fear of the unknown. I had plans to stay in India for 2 months, but after those 2 months, I felt I needed more time. So I went back home to the Netherlands to sell my house and all my belongings and to say goodbye to my father and mother, my friends, and I returned to India. And I made a new plan, a new personal plan, a new business plan. I wanted to learn how to get happy. I wanted to teach others how to get happy. And I wanted to become a successful international bestseller writer. And I wanted to be friends with the Dalai Lama and drink tea with him. So, as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So I rented a house in McLeod-Ganj, Dharamsala, very close to the residence of the Dalai Lama. In fact, it was opposite to Tsuklakang. So technically, I became the neighbor of the Dalai Lama. I became friends with a few people in his inner circle, and I became friends with his personal security officer. And I had tea once or twice with His Holiness himself. What started as a holiday with a medical mission turned into a new way of life in a very different part of the world, within very different cultures, living among Tibetan refugees, Indians, Kashmiris, and foreigners from all over the world. In fact, I lived in India for 7 years, and I can state with confidence that my plan came true. I was committed. At the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist you. Thank you very much.